to do. Could somebody come and take me away? I've been in the deep without you, and I got it in my head night and day. But we are one step closer. We're all in this together. Put your hand in mine. Yeah, we are one step closer. Can you feel it, baby? It's the end of the line. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, moving on. Oh, it looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, stay strong. Oh, it looks like we. It looks like we. Yeah, it looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, stay strong. Oh, it looks like we made it.
Hello everybody, sorry for the late start. I have many an excuse for you, but I hope everyone's doing really well. Let me just get everything going for the stream because yeah, I just feel totally not with it. Ooh, that was loud. Get our Frenchy music on. I realised after the last stream where we were working on the Parisian street that you couldn't actually hear the music. So I'll put it up a little bit just so we can enjoy the ambiance this time round, but just please let me know if it is a bit too loud. And yeah, I'm just making sure that I have everything working both on YouTube and on Twitch, the purple side as I always call it. But yeah, how is everyone doing? I'm seeing so many people popping in on the chat, which is great. I have to be very honest with you guys. I don't know if you can tell, if you can hear from my voice, but I am not 100% well. I was actually, honestly, all of today, my plan 100% was to cancel the stream for this evening because basically since last Friday, so the morning after the last stream that we did last week, I have been so ill all week to the point on Saturday I could not talk at all, not a peep. I lost my voice altogether. I had to whisper, which is great fun when you've got two little kids, trying to tell them don't do this and do this and all that kind of thing. So I'm still on the mend. I have my exciting cuppa here, which is a lime sip, just to try and help me make me feel better. But yeah, I was like, you know what? It is World Mental Health Day today, the 10th of October, and I didn't want to let you guys down by not streaming. And I know before you guys have a go, I know my health is really important, and if I didn't feel up to it, I shouldn't stream. But I'm feeling okay. It just we'll just play it by ear. If I am struggling a little bit, I might have to cut it a little bit shorter. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll at least manage a couple hours tonight. Because I do want to get on with the Parisian street as well. I have a little bit of personal deadline to get some of this done. So yeah, shall we just crack on? I actually couldn't even remember what bag I got to, so I had to very quickly check. Another reason that I was running a little bit late. But I would love to know how everyone is doing. As I already said, it is World Mental Health Day. I want to emphasize that point for today because even though we have mental health months, like World Mental Health months, World Mental Health weeks, we seem to have weeks, months, and all this kind of stuff for everything. But today is the one day dedicated to World Mental Health. So as established by the World Health Organization and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, if people want to open up on the stream and the chat, please feel free to do so. I'm giving you this platform to do so if anyone is struggling with anything. We're all here, we're an amazing community, and this is, I would like to thank the channel where you can feel comfortable enough to do so. I always say that my DMs are always open to people if they're struggling and want to chat. And yeah, otherwise, like everybody else, I am here to build, get those bricks laid, because that is my kind of output, if you like, for my mental health. Especially with being ill this last week, I feel like when you're physically ill, it has a knock-on effect on your mental health, because you're kind of hindered, and it makes a lot of things quite difficult in so many other ways. So yeah, it just everyone's affected by mental health, because it just takes having a really bad day, really bad week, really bad month or year to trigger you. So yes, please do remember to fill out the poll that I've put out there, which is of course going to be about mental health. It is of course anonymous, so no one's going to know what you put. I just thought it was a good opportunity to kind of get some of our own little statistics out there for people in the chat and how everyone's doing, and so that we can kind of encourage each other to feel open enough to talk about our mental health, because it is just as important as our physical health, if not more in many ways, because yeah, it has a knock-on effect on our physical health. It goes both ways. So yeah, I won't rattle on too much, because I don't want it to feel like a downer of a stream or anything like this, but we need to kind of normalize talking about it. So that is exactly what I'm trying to do. The other thing I would like to speak about on this stream is the fact that it's something that I've been thinking about doing for a while, and I thought, of all days, this is probably the best day to announce it. I have been mulling over the idea for a while to start a Lego group in my community, and this is something that I would really like to open up to everyone. Typically, a lot of Lego groups that you do find are catered more to children, kind of school age, like primary school age, so maybe like 5, 6 to maybe 11. These are typically, kids of that age, usually more boys as well. But funnily enough, I was out on scouting for Lego today, going into charity shops, going into other local shops, just seeing if I could find any Lego, because you never know. And I actually ended up in Asda and found some Lego on sale. And at that very, shelf area, I had my bag with me, my Lego bag, which I use to carry around all my kind of kids stuff. And yeah, I just heard this little voice over my shoulder saying, "Are you a Lego fan?" And yeah, I was like, "Can you tell?" because of my bag. And we literally stood there. I've never met this woman before. She was absolutely lovely. Spoke to her for a good 45 minutes about Lego. And I told her my idea for starting a Lego group, and she was like, "Do it. Oh my goodness, do it. Like, we need this in this area. It's definitely gonna, spice up the community around here, because there's just not a lot going on in this town." And our town actually even has a history with Lego, funnily enough. This tiny, tiny town in Scotland, Grangemouth, where I live, actually has some very naughty history with Legos. So someone actually did a video all about it about 3 months ago on YouTube. So please just look up the Grangemouth brick. I will put it in the chat. And this person has done a fabulous video, just kind of like summarizing all about what happened here in this town, and I have to say it is spicy. Essentially, in a nutshell, in the very, very early days, Lego was trying to work out, their molds and, manufacturers and all this kind of logistical stuff. And they accidentally, I don't know how, sent a molding machine with, trialing out molds to the one of the factories here, because Grangemouth is very much known for producing like plastics and oil and all sorts of lovely chemical stuff. And they accidentally sent them molds, whereas they were just supposed to be manufacturing the plastics, not the actual bricks. And some naughty people between, I think it was 1979, 1980, decided to play about with this mold and put in some different dye-coloured bricks, plastic, into this machine and produce some very, very unique Lego, which is official Lego, and it's marbled. It looks absolutely fantastic. It is very rare, because Lego are still on the hunt for these Lego bricks to this day. They want them destroyed. They do not want them out there. So yeah, they go for anywhere between £20 to £2,000 on eBay. And this woman that I met today at Asda had managed to find one in a car boot for like £20 or something. She was so lucky. So I would love to have one. They look absolutely amazing. So yeah, my town actually has a history with Lego. Not the best. I'm sure if anyone went to Billings and mentioned a Grangemouth, you know, people that remember that back in the day were probably like, let's not talk about Grangemouth. But yeah, it's really interesting. Absolutely recommend people going to YouTube and watching this video, because that is how I learned all about it. Let me just find it, because I'd really like to give credit to the person that made this video. And honestly, they made it really recently as well, which I thought was just the weirdest coincidence. So it is Spit Bricks. It's got 905,000 views. There are some other videos about it, but let me just... I'm trying to open it without making it the sound go, but I'll put the link in the chat as well. And I would just really recommend people watching it, because it is really interesting. And yeah, it's just something I thought I would have probably known about, but I didn't, so yeah. Well, I don't think my voice is going to last very long, right, that I jibber jabber, but let me just catch up with the chat. It's amazing seeing so many people in today. Oh my goodness, like we're really kind of doing well with numbers today, so this is lovely. And I'm seeing loads of people in from Twitch as well. I'm loving it. Before I forget, remember to subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, and like as well. Jared is here, Redmond is here, BKM is here. Oh, Nicole's here, Lady McBrick. Hey, Nicole. Greetings from Germany. It's so good to see you. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I am hoping to be on the mend. Honestly, I just, yeah, I just can't be dealing with being ill anymore. This has just been one of the worst throat infections or laryngitis or whatever it is I've had in a long time. I don't know if anyone's noticed as well, I have obviously a Disney cup. This is like from the range in Asda. They've got a new Disney range. Had to pick this up. I absolutely love it. So it's got Aurora on one side and Maleficent on the other. This is the first time I'm using the cup, because I left my usual one upstairs. And I wasn't going back upstairs. Telling jokes and maybe making people happy helps with my mental health. That's great, Gary. But make sure people are taking care of you as well, okay? Because a lot of the time people hide behind humor, and I'm not saying that you do, but just please make sure that you're you know, you're taken care of as well, other than just making other people happy, because it's a two-way street, right? The only reason we drink tea here is if we're sick. Well, this is lem sip, so it's not tea. Thank you so much, Matthias. I really appreciate it. Lego Team B is here. Sorry if I repeat anything, I'm very sorry, but my mind is, it's like baby brain and being ill. It's the worst collab you can imagine. Madlib is here. Hey, Martin. Sorry, bonjour. Keeping in with the French theme. I will get started on building in a minute, I promise. I'll just catch up with the chat. As someone who is neurospicy, I need to talk about my mental health. That's good, Amberline. Of course, if you'd like to talk about it in the chat, please do. We have an amazing community. Even if I don't catch everyone's comments, I'm sure everyone else will. I'd respond to the poll, but my answer would be no, because I don't think about it too much. Not sure what that says about me. I mean, it depends how you feel, Tyson. I mean, if it's not something you think about too much because you don't feel like it impacts you, then that's great. Although I would say, I suppose, it's something that's probably quite important for, even if you don't feel affected by mental health, it's a good thing to still be conscious of and aware of, so that if you know, maybe other people are struggling, you can look out for the signs, so you can help people. Whenever I'm talking about this, I'm not directly, you know, speaking to someone specifically in the chat. I'm just kind of saying out loud. But yeah, so I guess there's that aspect of it as well. And there's loads of resources out there to help us with that kind of stuff, because sometimes the signs are just not clear at all. And we want to avoid worst case scenarios and just being there for each other, right? Everyone's saying hey. Never Too Old for Lego is here. Hello, welcome on in. So lovely to have people back that frequently come on the streams. I absolutely love it. Peepa is here as well. Hello. Nice and sweet. I drink tea all the time, like way too much, I think. My coffee cups are a bit oversized. I think that is like a thing. Like, I think cups are getting bigger. This is like a goblet. This is like, I think it's supposed to be kind of like a cauldron. So it's just big by default. It's cooled down now, so it's like an okay temperature to actually drink. Okay, so last time we got to bags 5. Did people buy stuff for or order stuff, I should say, for the next Bricklink round? I got mine in, happy to say. I was on there straight away, making sure I didn't miss it. Right, I'm missing a bag. These are not organised in order, but I'm not seeing the piece I need, so that would suggest to me that we are missing a bag. There should be another bag 5. I hope. If not, we're in trouble. And then there is something else to tell you guys about. Right, okay, right. I realised last time when I was watching back the stream, I do that sometimes just to kind of sound check and things, that I was being very loud with the bags on the microphone to you guys. So I do apologise for that. So I'm going to be conscious of scrunching around bags and being near with the headset. So please tell me if I do it again though, because I don't want to annoy you guys. Yeah, I will try not to have a coughing fit on stream. It might happen because it's been happening for a week, but yeah, it's all fun. It's getting to that time of year now. We're all going to start getting ill, but I'm just saying this is it for me because I don't want to get ill when I go away on the holiday. So that would suck. I would not be happy. I would not be happy. Oh my gosh, I don't know why, but I'm not feeling comfortable that I'm going to find this for some reason. There must be another bag because I'm missing the first piece. We're just emptying out the box there. Where is this other bag 5? I am not saying that this is not good. What is going on? Did we definitely do... I just opened bag 5, so it must be here. Oh wait, it must have been in like a big bag. Like one of the big bags. Goodness me. Goodness me, my head is not screwed on at all. Excuse me. Okay, we can always count on you to talk the whole time, but that's a good thing. I don't know how I come up with this chat, honestly. I obviously just have a week's worth of chat to get out to people, because the only people I really talk to every week is Aaron or my babies, and my babies can't obviously hold a conversation, so you know. So never too old for Lego saying I don't get depressed often, but I am a little now. I'm sorry to hear that. Is there something specifically that you feel is getting you down, or do you think it's just a number of things just kind of happening at once? This is what I find a lot of the time with myself and other people around me, is that it always feels like everything happens at once. Usually it kind of does, and it's like, why? But if there's anything you want to talk about, please do and tell us in the chat. Specifically, and you know, me in the chat can see if we can find a way to lift you up a little bit. I suppose the overall message to everyone though is that, you know, things will get better, things aren't forever. I frequently tell myself that when I'm feeling like I'm facing a crisis or something, and it sounds very cliche, but it's a case of, you know, things can usually always be worse as well. I feel like I'm getting better at telling myself the things I should be grateful for. So like I said this to Aaron. Aaron was having a bit of a down day today. And so was I this morning, because I'm just sick of being ill. I just want to wake up one morning eventually and just be like, I'm not ill. Because it's debilitating. It's so debilitating. I can't do any of the stuff I want to do. I've got loads of stuff I want to do. I haven't been out all week. I missed 2 baby classes. I cancelled on a friend because I didn't want to give her or her baby the infection. And yeah, it just means I've been stuck in all week, and then I feel guilty because Leia's been stuck in all week. So it was good to get out today. So yeah, it's just, I think we have to give ourselves a break sometimes though, and just, you know, go easy on ourselves. I think we can be quite hard on ourselves. Like, I think it's human to be critical of yourself a lot of the time. Oh, you ordered the camping adventure. Nice. That one's sold out now, right? I'm not surprised that sold out because I feel like the cheapest ones always do. If anyone's totally lost on the conversation, we're talking about the Bricklink sets. Amberly is saying, honestly, my mental health has kept me away from the Lego community for about a year. If it was for clicking bricks with TJ, I would just stay under my rock. I'm really glad that you have that with TJ though. Like, I've caught a couple of your streams, but obviously the time difference means I can't catch them frequently. But I really appreciate you coming in, Amberly, because I know this is totally not your time. So, but yeah, it's hard because this community is fantastic, and Lego for a lot of us is something that's just a nice escape and distraction from a lot of stuff going on. But at the same time, because we're also committed to each other as a community, it can be overwhelming sometimes. And I get that, the feeling that you need to step away, because it's not that there's a pressure. I think that's too hard a word, but there is kind of just pressure, for lack of better words. It's not an expectation, it's not a pressure, but it's just a kind of feeling that you need to be there, and sometimes you just need to get away from it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, you know, all of us here in the chat, as far as I'm aware anyway, none of us do this for like a living. None of us are reliant on, you know, doing this, doing Lego, like doing content creation or anything like this. So yeah, I think we need to remind ourselves of that a lot of the time, especially when there's so many people online that do like Lego, and that like they do it for their living and things like this. We need to remind ourselves not to compare ourselves to that, and, you know, not set a ridiculously high standard for ourselves. And Amberly, I know that you've got a daughter as well, so you know, you're a mum, and I know the kind of, you know, responsibilities and time pressures that come with that as well. So yeah, I'm with you all the way. Like, don't weigh yourself down and feel like, you know, you need to be here. You need to step away. You know, everyone's always going to be here for when you come back. Like, I did the same. I took a step back for a while. And yeah, people are just so welcoming back, and I feel like I've actually come back with, not with a vengeance, but like I've come back stronger, you know. Well, you know, I was there counting down the last 10 minutes. I do indeed. Art of Chocolate happily secured. Ding ding ding. Yes, I got that one too. I'm so excited for that one. I cannot wait. It's a bit of a bummer it probably won't come until March. I feel like it'd be a good Christmas one to do, so I might hold off and build it next Christmas, but yeah, we'll see. I feel like at this rate we're just going to be talking all stream. I don't know how a lot of building's going to get done. I'm just unhappy that I can't build. Okay, never told really, but you're going to have to remind me where that is. I know you've spoken about it on streams before, but I do apologise. My memory is really bad. So if you're okay to talk about it. Oh, of course, you got hit by on your motorbike, right? Oh, I really hope they found who was responsible, because did you not say that they drove off? I can't believe the crap that happens. Like, Lady McBrick is saying, Amberly, we miss you. It's such a joy to see and chat with you. No pressure though. Mental health must take a priority. It's most important to me that you're well. Exactly, Nicole. Couldn't have put it better, honestly. I didn't have to say everything I just said 2 minutes ago. Just need to leave it to Nicole. She has got it in the bag. Everyone wishing that you had a good holiday. And Tyson can't build either. Oh my goodness. Okay. Everyone is going to have to fill me in. The lit up Bonnie is moved to the back. Well, of course, I forgot to mention about this. Let me just turn off this really annoying, crappy banner that I always forget to turn off. Oh, that's in the way anyway. Okay, so an update for you guys. We did move the Bonnie brick sign to the back wall. However, Bonnie fell down onto the Disney Castle. So the Disney Castle is currently, yeah, without its tower. And then bricks fell down onto something else. So there's a bit of you know, under construction to be done, because I don't want any more fatalities, shall we say. And that was one of those days, because this was in the last week, and I was ill, and Aaron was trying to do it. I was coughing away, spluttering while he was trying to do it for me. And then behind us, I'm you know, I'm spluttering away, trying to hold this up, just hear crash, and I'm just like, yep, yep, sounds about right. Anything else? But again, in the scheme of things, it's fine. It's totally fine. So we do need to fix that. And also, I'm trying to think what else has changed. I have another shelf up here now. Woohoo! The modulars are up here. So we have more space over here. So I've rebuilt the haunted house, thankfully, because that got totally wrecked when we moved house. And some other bits and pieces just all over the shelf, guys, honestly. It is just, I have not been in this room all week because I'm just, when I'm ill or, so when I'm physically ill or when I'm mentally ill, if you like, I don't feel like doing, I actually don't turn to Legos quite often. Lego is something I want to do when I'm maybe frustrated or anxious, but if I'm feeling down, I don't actually tend to want to do Lego. That is kind of when I, you know, divert to maybe watching Netflix or Disney or something like that. I think it's because I kind of want to enjoy when I'm building, so I don't want to build when I'm not happy, if that makes sense. So yeah, I've just, because I've been ill, I've not wanted to build, so everything is very much under construction in this room still. But oh, we also have another shelf up here. So oh, this is so really awkward. So I have my Disney brickheads up here now. So you can see that the shelf is full, and that wire is just the biggest pain in the butt ever. But you know, all that will be tidied up when we finish, like bits and pieces, drips and drabs in this room. That is a work in progress. Ooh, sorry if I'm giving anyone nausea right now. Okay. Yeah, so we went to IKEA a while ago, and I got that shelf. Annoyingly, that was supposed to be a black shelf to match these ones, but they didn't have black left. And I was like, well, we're not coming back to IKEA just for a £25 shelf because it's not close to us. So I was like, well, just take the white. I'll settle for the white. So yeah, and we also went to Costco. I'm sorry, I cannot stay on topic for 2 seconds, can I? I've seen these all over Instagram, and I will admit, I was one of those people that was like, I see it, I want it, I don't need it, but I'm buying it. It's a Lego suitcase with a bag. I've already got a bag. So I got the yellow one. Since I tend to kind of stay, like my brand seems to be kind of like hot pinks, purples and yellows. In the Edinburgh Costco, it was a choice between the yellow and the red one. So I went for yellow. So yeah, I've not even taken it out of the box yet. It's just sitting there quite happily. For that trip to Billund one day. But yeah, I'd be interested to know if anyone else has actually went to Costco and picked them up, because I have seen them all over Instagram. Oh. I'm so sorry I went off on a total tangent there. My gosh. This literally just stemmed from Madlib pointing out the Bonnie sign, and then it was just a kind of, yeah, distraction, but sorry. Yes, never told for Legos clarified. I thought you knew on the 7th I was hit on, yes, I did know this, yeah. And they've confirmed it's 3 broken ribs and road rash from my hip to my ankle. Oh my god, that sounds really nasty. I'm so sorry. Have you got an idea how long it's going to take recovery-wise? And I can imagine, yeah, if you've got broken ribs, you can't, like, bend and things like this. I am so sorry. I really hope that they find out who it was. So it was hit and run, and they just gave the guys a ticket. They just gave the guys a ticket. Oh my god. Yeah, because does that mean it was caught on camera then? So they know the license plate and stuff like this. Everyone's in agreement in the chat. It was just, yeah. Yeah, but to be honest, I really hate talking about it now. It just makes me feel like, yeah, we don't need to keep talking about it. That all I will say is that really, really sucks, and I'm really sorry that happened. And yeah, it sucks that they left you, and I just, yeah. Again, though, all I can say is it could have been a lot worse. It could have been so much worse, and I'm really just glad that you're here talking to us right now. And yeah, I really hope you have a speedy recovery as well. We can get back to building. I'm hoping that at least talking to us in the community and stuff is kind of a nice, it's a little bit of a substitute and it can kind of help in some way. But yeah. Oh, KO's in. KO. How's it going, KO? So glad to see you. Just to explain, I am ill, so in case you're wondering what's up with my voice. Everyone's saying hey to KO. Oh, Brett Bills is here as well. Hello, Brett. How is it going? Hit the like, people. Thank you so much for reminding everybody. Yes, please like the stream, guys. I really, really do appreciate it if you can. Yes, it did. And I feel so cringy after sending you that video, Madlib, that you showed on your stream, because I didn't realise how I sounded in the video. If anyone's wondering, basically what happened was when I was fixing the haunted house, I couldn't get the mechanism working. I could not get it working. And I couldn't work out why. And then I looked down and there was a raccoon stuck in the tower. And when I say raccoon, I mean the Miko raccoon from Pocahontas that came with the Disney Jewels sets. That was obviously in that box when it was packed. So I can show you guys the video on my phone. But this is what happened. And that's why it wouldn't work. It's so ridiculous, it's fine. So that's what Madlib's talking about in that comment, in case anyone's like, what? And Tyson's saying, oh, I just have nothing to build because I'm broke, was laid off of work. That's a poor me problem, not if someone tried to shuffle me off this plane of existence problem, so no worries. But it's still a problem for you though, Tyson, so don't feel like you can't feel frustrated or annoyed by it, because although I'm saying, things can always be worse, that doesn't mean that your problems are any less important than anyone else's, is what I'm saying. I'm also not saying, yes, you should feel bad about it, but just know that it's okay to feel down and have, and I mean this wholeheartedly to guys and girls and theys and whoever else is watching, but it's okay to cry and just let it out. I find that helps me so much, just having a really good cry about something, because sometimes if you let everything build up, it just makes things way worse. But yeah, at least there's always contingencies in place, at least over here. If you're not working, you can obviously get financial help. It's not good, that is, the government is crap in that respect, but at least, you're healthy, you're breathing, you're alive and kicking. There's always worse things. And actually, on that note, I really want to put out a word of love and concern, and my thoughts and prayers are with everyone that's affected by the hurricanes over in the States right now. I cannot believe what people are having to deal with over there right now. It is terrifying, and I can't imagine what that must be like for families. If I lived there with that those kind of elements hitting me, and I with my young kids, I would be an absolute wreck. And yeah, so my thoughts and prayers really go out to everyone that's affected, and I really hope everyone's okay. So, and I would say to people to just have that in the back of their minds as well. I'm not saying, as I said, if you have any kind of anxieties, things going on, it doesn't mean that they're any less important, but it's sometimes important to put things in perspective. If you and your family are happy, healthy, safe, there's a lot to be grateful for. And sometimes it really just does help to think about the things that you should be thankful and grateful for, rather than concentrating on the bad sometimes. So yeah, fingers crossed that that horrible hurricane just backs off soon. Because the risk to life and, oh god, the aftermath of that is going to be horrendous for those affected. So I think I love everyone over there right now. Yeah, bro, life's all about falling and getting back up, and just have to get back up. I mean, of all people in the chat to be saying this right now, you are the person to be saying that, and quite right, and good on you. So yes, Liv's like, yes. Absolutely. Love the suitcase. It's so good. I really don't know what I'm going to do with it. I have an idea, and this was kind of like part of the reason I bought it, but I will fill you guys in once we've actually started building some Lego, because we haven't built any yet. Okay, I was saying to Amberley, I did put our D&D group figures in my village mock at Brick Show last weekend. Oh, I remember you talking about the scale. It would be awesome. Oh my god, such a good idea with the D&D things. Gary saying I'm sick. I am off sick and I have only worked 72 hours all year, and I get depressed same times when I think about it, and it looks like I'm going to lose my job. Well, Gary, I'm trying to think, are you UK based or not? But you know, you can't be laid off if you're signed off for mental health reasons. I have family members who have been signed off for the good part of a year because of mental health reasons, and you know, it's against the law for them to do so. So in that sense, you know, you shouldn't need to worry. And I think mental health is more widely spoken about these days, so it is more accepted, especially in the workplace. Actually, the theme, if you like, of World Mental Health Day this year is mental health in the workplace, so it's going to have more eyes on it right now. And I would say if it is something that you're kind of anxious about, to maybe speak to someone. There will be these people in place, like at your work, like in HR and stuff like this. We actually, in my work, have mental health first aiders and stuff like this as well, that we can talk to about things. And I would say that, you know, there's resources out there, whether it's within your work or out with, to maybe explore these options. You know, I think a lot of people, when you mention these kind of resources, people always think this is for other people. This isn't really something that I would use, but it is. It's there for a reason. It's there for people to use. So sometimes you can be people, you know. So I really hope you can kind of overcome that feeling of anxiety to maybe speak about it, and especially, you know, maybe get out of that kind of state of depression as well, because it's really hard. You know, you can feel like you're in a pit of darkness. I've been around it. I feel like I've actually maybe had kind of undiagnosed depression before as well, especially right after I gave birth to my firstborn. With the whole, it's very common for mums to feel like a loss of identity when they have kids, because, funnily enough, I thought about this a lot recently, and I think it's actually something that should be more spoken about, because I feel like that feeling that I had was as a result of how others then saw me and treated me. So it was literally a case of people kind of just saw me first and foremost as a mum from that moment on. They didn't see me as Maxine. They didn't see me as, you know, that girl that likes to go out and do rock climbing and can be a bit of a nerd and likes to do, you know, kind of nerdy hobbies and things like this. First and foremost, she's the mum. You know, she breastfeeds, she pumps her boobs all the time. She's just at home napping and feeding and changing and doing the laundry. Like, that is kind of, it's sad, but it's true. And that actually was like a kind of feeling I even got from like family members, friends, and people at work. It was literally every single group of people in my life, in some shape or form, made me feel that way. And it still sticks with me a little bit to this day, but I've kind of, because I now have identified what made me feel that way, I can kind of find ways to address it now. And also, to an extent, call people out on it. It's still very much an issue. Like, I've always been one of these people that doesn't have, I'm not a girly girl by any means. I always had like a mix of guy and girl friends. But as soon as I became a mum, all my guy friends just kind of saw me as mum. She's not going to come out on these kind of mixed gender outings anymore. And for that reason, you know, Aaron, we have a lot of mutual friends. And now they all just go out with the guys. It used to be just everyone, but now it's the guys, while the mums and the girlfriends stay at home, you know? And that really hurts. That I find that really hard. That I've just accepted it, because at the end of the day, if you've identified people kind of, whether it's ignorance or not, kind of choosing to treat you differently because of a change in your life, decisions you've made, if you've gone down a different path, if you went to a different job, if you've had kids, if you've started a hobby, if you've got new friends, whatever it is, you know, that's their decision, and maybe that's not people you want to be around at the end of the day. And your mental health comes first, and you shouldn't change for anyone either. So that is something that I would say to consider. For whatever reason it is that you're depressed, just don't change who you are. Like, just speak to someone about it that you feel that you can trust, or speak to someone impartial that you don't know, that might even make you feel more comfortable. So yeah, I hope that very long-winded rant, if you like, helped in some way, or helped someone else in the chat as well, because I'm being very transparent about my own mental health, so I'd like to think it maybe helps, because it might make other people feel like they can talk about it. Oh, that's lovely. I'm here because all of you are amazing people and are awesome. Giving the love, I love it. And Bubby's here. Hey Bubby, how's things? How's school? Oh, I'm sorry, Tyson. I'm sorry. Absolutely, Red. Absolutely. Everyone's skint these days. It's just it's the time that we live in. But again, do you have what you need? You know? Have you got food in your bellies? Have you got lights on in your house? You know, just sometimes think about perspective, yeah? That's all we can do. Sort of. The government makes it very hard to claim back anything from them. They bang on about too much benefits being claimed falsely, otherwise 17 billion benefits went unclaimed last year. Yeah, politics is just like, I don't even know where to begin. It's different in every country as well, so it's just kind of like, yeah. But there are other funds and other grants and other organizations and charities and stuff that a lot of people don't know about, that, you know, look into these things. Google like crazy and you might find something. Yeah. I'm glad that you're seeing yeah. No worries, never told for Lego. Yeah. That you're all important and matter. You too, and please take care, and, you know, get some pain meds and whatever you need to help. Relax, have a bath, have a bubbly bath. That's not a girly thing to do. Everyone can have bubbly baths. That is the kind of energy we needed in the chat. Also, I have a cat lying on my feet. I don't own a cat, but that is that is fact. Oh, of course, Nicole. I'm glad to share it. Yeah, it's just, this is what I mean. This is why I want to encourage a bit more of a conversation, because I really do think that these people that I'm referring to that have kind of made me feel this way in my life, I do think it's ignorance, but when I say the word ignorance, I don't necessarily mean it in a horrible, negative way, because the people that I'm thinking about that come to mind are lovely people. They are so nice. But yeah, unless people kind of raise these feelings and issues to people, then how are we supposed to know? How are other people supposed to learn from it? So it very well could be, and it will be true, that there'll be people out there in my life that I'm surrounded by that, you know, are affected in ways, and there might be certain things that maybe I do or I say that affect them, and I'm so ignorant to it because it's not something that's been highlighted to me. So we do need to talk about these things more, because otherwise how can we change for the better? So I'd like to think that, yeah, that people can resonate with that. Gary's saying, I have to have dialysis, and if I do, I will not be able to work anymore. Gosh, that sounds really tough. Well, I guess it's a case of, when my sister was waiting for her MS diagnosis, which she has been diagnosed with now, it's a case of waiting to find out what they come back with. So I think it's always, I remember hearing that anxiety is basically your body going into stress mode about something that hasn't happened yet. And if you think about it like that, it's kind of eye-opening, because that is what anxiety is. When you're anxious about something, you're getting worried and stressed about something that hasn't happened, but you're kind of anticipating it. And that is not to say that that is something that you can control, because I think the misconception is that anxiety is very controlled. You know, you're thinking, you're overthinking things. Overthinking is like this very commonly used phrase. And actually, anxiety, I have anxiety. I recently got put on anxiety meds, and I'll be open about that. I've been terrible for remembering to take them, I'll admit. But I didn't realise I had anxiety because I was having anxiety attacks in moments where I wasn't anxious. An example being, I was playing with my daughter Nova, and we were having a lovely time. She wasn't being a little terror or anything like this. We were having a lovely time, and suddenly I was really short of breath. And I remember saying to Aaron, like, oh, I'm just really struggling to breathe. I don't know why. I'm not doing anything. And it turns out I spoke to some medical professionals, and they said, that's, with all your other symptoms, that sounds like anxiety to me. And what it is it's just a buildup of like all the nasty hormones that they tell you about. So it's a cliche, but that is why they tell you to exercise, because exercising basically helps your body actually get rid of these nasty hormones. It's not just the GP trying to push you to get more physically healthy, especially in the UK because we're overweight as a nation. But it is actually it's a physiological, it's all under scientific evidence that it is all related. So, yeah, it's crazy. But so when people, talk about being suffering from anxiety, it's not a case of telling them, well, stop stressing, stop overthinking. It's actually something that you can't control sometimes. Of course, people that are anxious, sometimes it is because they overthink. Sometimes it is a conscious action that they're doing, but not all the time. So I hope that's something that maybe, if there's at least one person in the chat that maybe didn't know that they know it now. And again, I'm speaking from experience. This is like something that I'm dealing with at the moment. So I would just be aware of that if you ever come across someone in your life that's, tells you that they're dealing with anxiety and stuff like this as well. So, yeah, it's not black and white. It's really not. It affects everyone different. We need to see mental health as physical health. For example, my sister has MS, multiple sclerosis. There is a whole spectrum of that condition. There's people that are really, really bad to the point they're in a wheelchair, and their life is going to be shortened because of it. And then there's people like my sister who are actually very, very fortunate. She's kind of, not at that point yet. The disease hasn't affected her to that point. But, it's, when they tick boxes and all this kind of thing, it's multiple sclerosis. There's no kind of, a lot of things don't measure these things. It's just kind of seen in black and white. You either have it or you don't. So I think it's always important to see mental health conditions, anxiety, depression, schizophrenia, anything, as the spectrum that it is, that it can be more extreme, less extreme in everyone. If it's lesser extreme in people, that doesn't mean it's any less important than the people that are suffering from it more severely. But it is something that we should be aware of, and we shouldn't put this kind of stereotype on it either, because I think that is something that we are definitely getting better at not doing overall. But, there's always work to be done. So, again, I hope that is like a lecture. Welcome to my TED Talk. I just have I have experience of this. So, oh my goodness, I'm boiling because I put my computer on. It was like a igloo in here when I first came in. You can totally see I'm like dressed for the stream, like so fashionable. Just ridiculous. Oh, More is here. Hello, the legend that is. Whoop, whoop. I know you always tell me not to say that, but honestly, you are such a legend. So I love that you're here. Thank you. RJM is saying, trouble is we define mental health and depression based on a person's ability to behave within and act for the needs of the system without showing signs of stress. Sorry, I'm just reading over that just to make sure I'm on the same page, because it's a complicated matter, isn't it? Yes, yeah. So if I'm translating what you're saying right, is that like, we have this kind of generic system in place in workplaces, I guess, is the best example. And it's like, if you're not coping within that structure, there's a problem with you or something like this. And it's like, it shouldn't be seen as that. I mean, everyone is affected by mental health at some point in their lives. So I don't really understand why although we are improving, talking about it and getting resources and help with it, it's not still seen as more of a common thing. But yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying. Twitch posted resources for Mental Health Day, useful stuff. Oh, that's cool. I'll definitely have to check that out. I've been out all day, so I've not I've not seen any of it, but that's cool to flag. Thank you more and more for flagging that. RGM is saying we treat depression as if it's not a normal reaction and try to treat it with drugs and therapy in order for us to tolerate a system which otherwise we would find intolerable. Yeah, I would agree with that. Everything seems to be like medication is the answer to everything. And yeah, I think, again, it's all about seeing it as kind of like the spectrum is just the best word I can think of to use when I'm trying to like describe, people having different levels and coping, levels of coping with any kind of mental health issue. And I'm really sorry, can I just say for the record as well, I'm not trained. I'm not a mental health professional by any means or expert, so please don't feel like anything I say is, like you can disagree with anything I'm saying and it would be absolutely fine, and not to take anything I say as gospel, because these are just my opinions and my views, but and how I perceive things and how I feel about mental health. But my personal opinion is that drugs for your mental health is not something that should be, tabooed or anything like this. I mean, personally, I think it took so long for me to go and see a GP about my mental health is because I really didn't want to be put on any medication. Just personal preference. I just didn't want to be on drugs. I just didn't want to feel numb. I'd been told from people that I knew that had been on mental health related drugs that, it made them feel this way, that way, or whatever. And I just didn't want any side effects of that nature. It included things like just feeling numb, feeling like emotionless. And, when you're going through that amazing period of my life where I'm bringing up my kids in this like baby toddler phase that I'll never get again because we're not having any more kids, I don't want to feel numb to that. I want to feel it all, even the bad stuff, because otherwise I don't get the good. So, I don't feel like, we should judge people that, go straight to that kind of that strategy to cope with their mental health by any means. But I understand what you're saying. It's like we don't put enough attention to other methods of treatment, if you like. It should be kind of like a support if needed, because when I got prescribed my anxiety medication, absolutely, that was kind of like a back burner sort of thing when they gave them to me, when they were writing the prescription. But the kind of forefront of the conversation I had with my GP was, make sure you try and do exercise. It will make you actually feel better. It'll make it easy. Like, you'll get rid of all those nasty hormones. It'll make it, and then that'll make it easier for you to breathe. You won't have these breathless sort of like attacks, if you like, and just all these other things and stuff. So yeah, I think it's definitely important to kind of find other outlets to go alongside that if needed. But as I said, my kind of anxiety attacks, I'm saying like this because I've not really had any, like it's just kind of those periods of like breathlessness. And I wouldn't say by any means that that's what I would classify as an anxiety attack. But I would say, I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, it's just totally right in my mind now. It's just the heat of the topic, talking about it. But yeah, in a nutshell, go speak to your GP and find out what they can do for you, because sometimes it's something that, they might even feel like you just need a little bit of support short term. It doesn't mean it's forever. And again, it's not a taboo thing to do. So it's unbelievably more common than what you would think. Bubby's saying, unfortunately, right now I have really bad allergies. Oh, that's a shame. I'm sorry to hear that. Is it like hay fever and stuff? Or is it just something else? Or you don't have to tell us if you don't want to. I'm just curious. Anxiety is part of the fight or flight response. We literally have no control over it. It is, yeah. It absolutely is. So that's why it's really frustrating when people tell you just not to stress. Or you won't get anxious. I'm like, that's not how it works. Oh, Chris is here. Hey, Chris. How's it going? Sorry, I'll try and speed up with the comments because I realised that was about 10 minutes ago you said that. Oh, Chris is being really open. Okay, so good that we're talking about it. I'm so open about my mental health. I have depression and I take sertraline daily. Well, thank you so much for being open and honest, Chris. By no means, I don't want anyone in the chat to feel like they do, but it's great that you have, because, it's raising awareness and hopefully making other people feel like we can normalize talking about it. And I know that you've told us in a private chat and stuff about it and all that kind of stuff. So I really appreciate you kind of talking about it openly on the chat as well. I don't think I actually said in our private chat that we have with some people, but yeah, I've got some anxiety meds now myself. I actually, it was the same week that you told us actually about yourself, so it's a bit strange. Weird coincidence. My neighbour has MS. He's had it since his mid-30s, completely paralysed, no movement whatsoever. My bro-in-law has also now been diagnosed with MS, still determining which level. That is such a shame. It's a really scary, hard thing, because it's one of these things that can flare up and have really bad, I think, do they call it flares? I can't remember. My sister hasn't had one in a while because she's been put on a different treatment, but it's a really hard journey because, she's changed treatments because, they affect people differently in different ways. So that can be a really difficult process. Sorry, I thought I heard someone at the door. Process to go through as well. Like, I've had my sister in tears to me because of the whole, the side effects are horrendous, and or she finds out that she's had another what's it called? Is lesion. They found another lesion. So just to remind people, MS is basically when your body attacks sort of its own sort of neurons and synapses that make up your central nervous system, and it can cause what's called lesions. So you can get them either on the brain or on the spine, and depending on the severity and however many you have, can affect anything. It can affect your speech. It can affect your just ability to think, and of course your ability to move. So yeah, it's scary stuff because it's very unpredictable. There's not a cure. There's just purely treatment for it. So existing lesions cannot be cured. Once there is a lesion, it's there forever. The treatment that people go through for it, like my sister, is just to prevent more lesions. So basically, you're just preventing it getting worse. So yeah, it's a really, those kind of diseases, I really feel for people that kind of have to deal with them, because there's damage that will never go away, and it's just trying to push back any further damage. So that in itself will have a whole load of mental health, a load on people's minds and shoulders with that. So, we're talking about the, what's it called? By any chance, is this the X-Men mansion? Everyone chatting, hello. Chatting. More and more saying drugs and therapy have made the difference for many, so it really comes down to what can help someone. That there's not that one solution for everyone. Absolutely, more and more. Totally bang on. Chris is saying, I need medication for my depression for me to cope and be more emotionally stable. Yeah, because that's essentially what a lot of the drugs do, right? They just kind of get people to a more copable medium for themselves. But yeah, I think it's a way to think about it is everyone is their own cocktail, if you like, of hormones pre-existing in your body. So if you give people the same exact drugs that are prescribed to do certain things, depends what's already in your cocktail, depends how they're gonna, affect the taste, if you like. Actually, if that makes any sense. But you know what I mean? We're not all made of the same stuff. We don't all have the same hormones fizzling away inside of us. So there's that to think of as well. And there is, I have to admit, there's a lot of skew and bias in a lot of scientific studies as well. I, come from an academic background, and I have to tell you, a lot of the time people doing scientific studies are maybe students, or including PhD students. And Chris, I'm not talking about you, don't worry. But a lot of let's just say a lot of research, I wouldn't say is particularly strong in their conclusions, but it's very important for them to print papers to get publications, so they want things to sound strong and evident and things like this. So yeah, I would bear that in mind. When something says it's like backed by strong scientific evidence, I do my own research to back that up, because a lot of the time it's very much a is it though? Which is why, for my own personal reasons, I didn't trust the COVID vaccine, for example. I got it the first few times, but whilst I was pregnant, I wasn't going near that with a barge pole. No chance in hell, because the amount of pregnant women that had problems and miscarriages after getting the COVID vaccine was phenomenal, and they were not reporting about it. And I wasn't surprised, because obviously, if you guys all remember, the COVID vaccine, when that was getting rolled out, it was, that was in our lifetime. That wasn't even that long ago. So there obviously wasn't going to be a lot of trials and scientific, studies. People like, particularly volunteers coming forward, like pregnant women saying, yeah, I'll try out the vaccine and see how it affects me, So for that reason, I kind of just put my own common sense together and went, well, they're not going to know how this has affected pregnant women, because it's only just happening now. We are the guinea pigs right now. So I just wasn't taking any chances. But yeah, that's totally a branch of a different conversation. But what I'm just trying to get back to is, meds affects everyone differently. So yeah. If Greg was here, would say Lego is a wonderful thing. I'm sure you'll say it tomorrow. He is back, right? He is back from Turkey now. And each and every one of you. Do you want me to do it at the end of this stream, just to make everyone feel better and point my finger in the camera? RJM is saying, I wasn't saying that drugs or therapy are bad and we shouldn't do it, just trying to point out that it's part of a wider issue within society and how unnatural we have made things for ourselves. Yeah, no, I get that. I totally get that. That's what you were trying to say. Maybe I wasn't translating it very well. But no, absolutely. It's just, this is why I feel like I like talking about Lego a bit more openly to people that in my life that don't do Lego. And even though they might judge me and think, what, you play with a kid's toy? Like, what's that about? I keep always emphasizing the fact that it's like, I do it because it's a really good stress relief and like it's just a nice, it makes me happy. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a stress relief. I don't only do Lego when I'm stressed, is what I'm trying to say. I do it maybe when I'm feeling indifferent or just, and doing Lego makes me happy. And that is a positive mental health result, if you like. So, yeah, it's kind of talking about things, like turning things around a little bit, especially when you're trying to talk to people about doing Lego and they're like, what? What are you doing? Because I still get that, believe it or not, even after all this time and doing a YouTube channel and all this kind of stuff. Chris is saying, I provided a mental health workshop to my Year 11 short group this week. It was fun. Oh, that's cool. I'd love to know what you did. I'd love to know what you did. That's so good. Good on you. B Pacey saying hi. Sorry, I don't know if I said that right. Hello, welcome on in. Welcome to the channel. We stream every Thursday at 8 p.m. On YouTube and Twitch. Thank you so much for popping in. We're actually just talking basically only about mental health so far because it is World Mental Health Day. So if there's anything that you'd like to talk about, or if you just want to chat about Lego, please do in the chat. Everyone is lovely here. Nicole is sending Chris lots and lots of love and good vibes. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, Bubby. I wonder if this is what I've got. I don't know if you can hear my voice is like. I hope you're doing okay. Have you got Lemsip as well? I've got Lemsip here. Jump on the Lemsip crew. I'm sorry, that was so weird as a metaphor to try and describe what I was meaning. Yeah. That would be right. That is the next, step in AI, is that you walk into your GP or hospital or whatever, and you walk into this kind of like Baymax style technology where they go give you a scan and go, okay, we've worked out your levels of everything. Here is how much of dosage of whatever it is you need based on your existing cocktail. That would be an ideal world, right? Jared is saying, My mental health is going well for me. I watch and listen to relaxing music and ASMR whenever I get stressed on whatever I do. Oh, okay, so that's what you find helpful. I like hearing about like what helps people when they're feeling a little bit stressed or like what they need to relax. What kind of music do you find relaxing? Do you mean like literally sort of like nice instrumental sort of, you know, violins and pianos, or do you mean like a certain kind of genre? I'd just be interested. And ASMR, I can't remember what that stands for, but I know what it is. It's kind of like, a lot of people do that for Lego videos and stuff, where it's just like the clicking, like clicking of Lego. It's like a nice sound. Okay. This comment might trigger people, so please just bear this in mind, but I will still speak about it. Gary has said, years ago when I was getting depressed, I tried to kill myself 8 times. Well, Gary, again, as I said, I am not trained in mental health, so please don't use my advice in any actionable way. But all I will say is that I'm very, very glad that you didn't. I'm very, very thankful that you're here in the chat with us now. And I'm really, really sorry that you were in such a bad place that you felt that way. I'm not going to ask for any further details because this is a really serious topic to discuss and it might trigger a lot of people in the chat. But what I will say is that I'm here for you if you ever want to talk. If you ever get into such a dark place, I would ask that you do reach out to the right resources, the right trained resources to speak to you about it and to help you get out of that place. Or if you would ever like to just kind of speak, like I am always available in my DMs to talk. Anyone, this goes for anyone in the chat as well, whether it's about anything going on or just Lego. I'm more than happy. That is what I'm trying to build this community to do. But yeah, I'm really, really sorry to hear that. And as I said, I'm really glad that you're still with us now. And most importantly, I hope that you're not feeling like that now. Okay. So thank you for sharing that, though. I know that must have been quite hard, and your bravery is very much noted. So thank you for being so open. Bobby is saying, if you have what I have, I would recommend drinking some cough syrup. Yeah, I probably should. I've literally just had Lemsip. I should have got some cough syrup today, actually, at the pharmacy. Jared is saying, classical music and original music score from movies and games. Oh, original music scores. That's a nice idea. Yeah, I like listening to instrumental or, you know, different like covers of like Disney songs, like piano Disney covers and stuff like that. That kind of makes me feel like really zen. But I love that. I love that because the thing is that people are giving, like coming forward with what helps them might help others or give other people an idea to think about things to try whenever they're feeling a little bit down or stressed or anxious or depressed or anything like this. There's always these different avenues to try that you might not have tried before. So sometimes it can be a case of just finding things like this to help us get out of those kind of feelings. And obviously if that doesn't work, you can go that step forward and that step further and speak to someone, of course, as well. So yeah, I love that. Music, I think, touches everyone though, right? We don't hunt or forage our food anymore, which is where fight or flight, anxiety, endorphin rewards all originate from. So we have to replace those activities with hobbies that allow us to achieve it. This is basically exactly what my GP said. Are you my GP in disguise? Like, they literally like quoted the fight or flight thing. Like, it's so true. We're like designed to naturally get rid of these nasty hormones. And because we don't, we just sit on our bums most of the day in front of a computer. The irony, I know, and the fact that we're doing that right now, means that there is a build-up. It is literally a physiological thing. So, yeah, as I said, we need to cut ourselves some slack sometimes, I think. Like, it's not all on us. It's, you know, it's not all in our heads, quite literally. It is like well, I suppose, like, you know, if my biology serves me right, technically a lot of the hormones are coming from like a gland in your brain. I can't remember. But you guys know what I mean. Let's see. Hey, Amberla saying, I need to head out. Fantastic stream. Love the support for mental health. Thank you so much, Amberla. And again, thank you so much for popping in. I know this is totally not your time zone, as I've already said, but I really appreciate you coming in. and speaking out as well about your own kind of journey. So all the best to you. Thank you so much, and I hope we see you again very soon, and if not, take care. Right, guys. Should we maybe start some building? Because I am very aware that I have not done any building yet. But you know what, that's fine, because I'm loving this chat. I am loving talking to people and giving people this opportunity to talk about things. But that is to say as well, like, it doesn't have to be World Mental Health Day for people to feel like they can talk about these things in my streams. Always an open door here. Oh, we have some stickers coming up. Right, where are these tiles? I should have 2 of this one, but I only see 1. Wait, there's 1 there. Right, I think I left the... Did I leave the sticker sheet under here last time? I think I did. I did! Yay! It's still here. Because if you guys remember from last week, it came really crinkled. So I put it under there. It looks like it's flattened out not too bad. It was really bad when I got it, remember? So this is the sticker sheet for the Parisian street. Please do let me know if the music is too loud, guys. We've been streaming for a while now, so, you know, I think you guys would have told me by now, but if it is too loud, please tell me. And I apologise if I'm coughing in people's ears really loud. Honestly, I'm probably going to pay for this tomorrow. Like, I should really be resting my voice, but it's difficult when you just talk crap like me all the time. Jibber jabber, jibber jabber. I'm going on another Lego hunt tomorrow to some charity shops. I really want to find a Grangemouth brick. I'm so determined. What does debut mean again? My French is a little bit rusty. I can talk a little bit French, but not in any means fluent. Debut. Can anyone tell me what that means again? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it does mean something. Oh, goodness me. This is a little bit cold now, but never mind. Next page. Okay, I think I should be able to move this over here and then I can still see the chat. Boulangerie. Boulangerie sticker. I know boulangerie is baker or bakers. Boulangerie. It sounds like you're saying like lingerie, but it's boulangerie. Lingerie for your balls. Boulangerie. I'm sorry, I just like ruined that word for people now. I'm not using my brick separator, which I should be. Naughty, naughty. Who needs Greg's tutorials, right? That's not bad. Well, hey. Eat your heart out, Greg. Okay, and this is going on the front of here. Oops. Just making sure that you guys can actually see what I'm doing. I'm so bad for moving this out of view. Oh, there we go. Go in! That's what she said. There. Okay. Everyone's saying bye. Gary says, these days Lego is my safe space and help me when I get depressed. That's lovely. I love to know that Lego is like the coping mechanism for people, because it is for me too, so it's lovely to know I'm not the only one. But that's great, Gary. I'm so glad to hear that. Wait, what? This is a Lego stream? I know, I'm so sorry. It took us like, what, over an hour to actually start building. Everyone's saying bye to Amber Lion, saying okay. No worries, Kale. Thank you so much for coming in. Bubby and Mom recently got more Lego. I'll tell us what it is. Oh, debut means since. Oh, okay. Thank you, Utush, for translating. So it means like since 1998 is when the boulangerie opened. Vanderbilts is here. Hello, Vanderbilts. Welcome on in. Lovely to have you. We've just started actually building, so you've come at the right time. Right, Tyson. Don't rat me out. For people that didn't hear. Oh, so naughty. Naughty, naughty. Right. So, I think I was about to touch on this, but I don't actually think I went into it because I got totally taken off on a tangent, as usual with me. Is something that I've been thinking about doing for a long time is starting a Lego club in my community for all ages. You know, from 0 to 100. So if you're 101 years old, you can't come. Joking. Oh my god, if I had like an 101-year-old person come to a Lego club, that would be amazing. So yeah, I ended up bumping into this woman in Asda, and she was like, do it, I love this idea. So basically, I did pick up some discounted sets in Asda, but obviously I'm going to look into like grants that I'm maybe like eligible to try and apply for, but it's a little bit difficult because I've not established like a charity or a organization per se yet. If it needs to happen to, you know, be able to be eligible and to do certain things, then obviously I'll have to go down that route. But at the moment, it is just little me kind of scoping out venues to hold it and, you know, interest in things like this. But there definitely seems to be an interest in the community surrounding area to do you know, all-inclusive Lego club for all ages. So obviously to do a Lego club you need Lego. So I did pick up some sets that were on discount, so I'll show you guys. So I managed to get 2 of these sets. Of course this is just bricks, but you need bricks. So these were half price. So these are usually £18 RRP and they were £9. So I got these. I also got a city space set, usually 18, I got it for 9. And I got a friend set, usually 18, got it for 9. Just thought I added some really nice parts in it. And lastly, I got a Speed Champion set, usually 20, down at 10. So everything was literally half price. Is this a Ferrari? I don't know. I don't collect Speed Champions. So. Yes, it is a Ferrari. Haha! If it's red, it's going to be Ferrari, isn't it? But the reason I'm bringing this up is because I'm just kind of putting it out there to people. If anyone would like to help me and support me with getting this club started, because essentially it's going to be all-inclusive, because I want it to be for people of all ages to come along, and, you know, especially highlighting the fact that it is really good for mental health for people. It's an avenue for people to come along and just come along and chat. You know, they can build if they like, but it is going to be an open space for people to just come along and chat, have a cup of tea, meet other people, do like family sessions where it's going to be for kids. Like kids can come up to the age of 15, but there's also going to be kind of adult only period as well. And obviously to do this, I need Lego. And at the moment, I don't have any kind of funding in place to buy the Legos. So what I thought I would do is create an Amazon wish list so that if any of you guys maybe want to help pitch in, you can. So the Amazon wish list link is in the description. I've put a little reminder here. Please don't feel obliged to do so, especially because it's just been Amazon Prime Day, and I was like, for God's sake, like it's literally just been like loads of discounted Lego, and now I'm asking people like, can you go on Amazon and like buy some Lego? But to be fair, this stuff that I put on the wish list is like the cheapest chip stuff anyway, and I don't think it was discounted because it's like kind of all in. Yeah, I've just picked things that would kind of like apply to like everyone. It's not necessarily a specific niche of interest or theme. So if anyone feels like that's something that they can do, I would really, really appreciate it, because it will just help bulk up this kind of collection that we have, because this is just me kind of forking out with my own money. And as I've already said, I'm on statutory maternity pay right now. I don't have a lot of money. So that's all I could manage. But hopefully I'll try and see if I can get some grants that I'm eligible for, if I'm eligible for. But I'll keep you guys all updated on how it's going, because yeah, I think it'll be the best thing ever for this community, because yeah, there's definitely a demand for it, let me put it that way. And yeah, what is everybody saying? Build a train station. Whoa. You never know, someone might. You got the Fortnite bus and a llama. Oh, nice. I really want the Fortnite bus eventually. Oh, thank you, Lifton Bricks. It's actually something I wear as like jammies, to be honest. And I just needed something cozy to wear. Because it was honestly freezing in here when I came in. And why is the Titanic on the list next? It is not. The Titanic is not on the list, Red. Stop stirring the ball. It's a lot of there's a lot of Duplo, there's a lot of Creator 3-in-1 sets, botanical sets. This year's advent calendars are on there because they're discounted as well, and I thought they're a really good way to get minifigs for the best price. There's a fly in my face. So yeah, as I said, obviously goes without saying, no obligation. But what do you mean the UCS 8080 is, right? Everyone ignore this chat. There is no expensive sets on this list. Like, by those standards, I mean. Y'all are just cruising for the bruising. Right, shall we put the baguettes on these signs? La baguette. Et croissant. Les croissants, les croissants. Actually, it's les croissants. Les poissons, les poissons. I love les poissons. Little chop, little food. Name that song. I actually kind of do wish I had a brick separate right now because these are just awkward. So these are for the boulangerie, which is not a lingerie shop for balls. There's the bakers. Ah, come on. That's a little bit squint, but it's like a white background, so you can't actually tell. This is my concentration phase. But yeah, so we found out that people are... Redmond is such a poop stiller in the chat right now, saying Jeep is a very nice build. There's no Jeep in the wish list either. Yeah, so I found out that obviously some people have bought the Art of Chocolate Bricklink set. We did put that on our checkout list as well, like, because we knew that was coming, so we were setting a lot of money, like swirling money aside for that, to get that as our treat, since we haven't bought anything in a while, in a long time. That was high up on my list. And yeah, I think we'll build that like as our Christmas build next year. Because I'm not building that in March when it comes. Like, it's a Christmas set. It's literally covered in snow. So yeah. Nope. Oh, I cannot sing. Just sound like I'm dying. Actually, there is a Jeep in the Dilophosaurus ambush set, so apology accepted. I don't think I put that set in the wish list. I didn't put any Jurassic Park. I'm so confused. Oh, don't confuse me. It's too easy to do right now, honestly. Oh. Can I just point out as well that despite the fact that I was very ill, I still managed to come second in Mad Lib's quiz on Monday. So, yeah. And I was late, so I missed a lot of questions and potential points. So yeah. Red was on time and came first, and he thinks that makes him super special. Just poking the bear now. Oh, I have a bit of a predicament this week because this weekend there's like just sod's law more than one sort of Lego event happening at the same time, and I'm like, why do they organise these at the same weekend? So I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know what we're gonna do. Ah! Or also, it's like there's a community group like venue that's basically having an open day because, long story short, the council just went, can't be bothered paying for this anymore. So the community went, no, we want this community centre to stay open, so we'll take over. So they're having like an open day to kind of celebrate and highlight to the community that this community centre exists, and etc. etc. So we kind of wanted to go along to show our support. And it's like a day out for like the kids as well, because there's like bouncy castle and face painting and stalls and stuff. And but also I do have like a little bit of a personal gain to be had, because I also wanted to go to maybe kind of query, you know, them as a venue for this Lego club, if it was like a potential runner, if you like, because all venues will obviously charge to use the space, so kind of want to put the feelers out there for costs and stuff, and just to gauge how feasible it's going to be to do. But from what I have gathered from some locals already is that, you know, community projects are actually pretty well supported by the council and stuff. Like, the council is pretty but for that kind of thing, they are usually quite supportive because it's something that they don't have to do. So yeah, fingers crossed in that respect. A little bucket. Putting a lot of just like little details in just now. Cute. Plant pot. Plant pot. What is everybody saying? Oh, it's the set Redmond is building right now. Ah, okay. I am with you now. So you weren't accusing me of putting like an expensive Jeep in the wish list. You were actually just saying I am building a Jeep. I must have missed that. Listen to Martin, he speaks the truth. Doesn't he always? Remember to like the stream, guys. Subscribe and follow on Twitch. I think I'm on like 40 followers on Twitch, and I've kind of been sitting at 40 for a while, so if anyone does happen to have Twitch and doesn't follow me, please do. Because yeah, I think is it like 50 you need to be affiliate or something? Can't remember. Yeah. Lady. Bubby is asking me if this set will go into my Lego world. It will, but I'll probably mock it into something else that kind of goes with the Lego world a bit better. So obviously I like to keep things relatively Disney related, so I'm thinking of mocking it into why can I never remember it? Gusto's restaurant, because it's all the right colours. I just thought that'd be a bit different, but I'm just kind of enjoying building it as is at the moment. Just trying to work out where this brick goes. Picture's not super clear, but that is the plan, Bubby. Oh look, there's a little bag. Little bag piece. I wonder if that's a Friends piece or something. Never seen that piece before. I don't know why I'm showing you guys like in the flesh, because you can see it on the picture, but if you're interested. Yeah, Madlib is confirming it's 50 to get to affiliate on Twitch. Thank you, Martin, for confirming. Feel free to add it to your list though, says Red. 50% off at Asda, so around £10. I think they'd sold out of it when I got there. They did have some other stuff, but yeah, the 50% off stuff, it was just literally like some friend sets and yeah, there was like two. I think someone had obviously clearly got there a wee bit before me because there were things left, but there weren't. If that makes sense. Which was a bit of a kicker because we're at Asda like all the time. But yeah, it's just fate, isn't it? It's just timing. Like, what were the chances that I was going to be there at that time and bump into that lovely lady and speak to her 45 minutes a bit later? Like, when does that happen? And you have to stream 7 times in 1 month and have an average of 3+ viewers for that month. Yes, I knew there was like some other sort of conditiony things. I think I might be able to do that and break the mold on that around Christmas time when Aaron is off work for Christmas. You know what this is going to be, what I'm building right now. Oh, it's moving. What are you? Is it a phone? Maybe? Or I need to maneuver things so it fits. At the Lego store, I also picked up the Mario and Yoshi set. Nice. Oh, Fiola's here. Hello, Fiola. Hi, Bonnie. You started your live stream a few minutes after I finished mine. How are you? You look beautiful again today. How's your build going? Oh, thank you so much. I don't feel beautiful today. I feel very ill. But thank you for saying it. Yeah, the build's going good. We've actually not long started, to be honest, because it just starts building a little bit late because we were talking about mental health since it's World Mental Health Day. I hope your stream went well. Sorry I missed it. But yeah, I'm not doing too bad. On the mend. I've been ill, so how are you? More importantly, I've never seen that piece before. Yeah, new guy. RJ, I'm saying I haven't bought a set in a while, but have taken advantage of PAB recently with the GWP deals. Spent far too much, but the 16x16x1 Technic bricks from the art set are easier to get from Lego. Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. Yep. I love it when like certain Lego, like not all Lego stores I actually think give you the GWPs if it's like mostly PAB. I don't see why not, but like I've heard from people that sometimes happens for them, so it's good that they've like still upholded it for you. Miss Scad is here. Hello, how's it going? Welcome on in. What you building? We're building the Bricklink designer program set, the Parisian Street, which I got, when was it? I can't remember now. But I've only just got around to building it, so we're on bag 5. We're not making massive progress. But that is why I have set up the next few weeks to be dedicated to doing this build up until Halloween, where we're going to have a special Halloween stream because Halloween's on a Thursday. Yes. So yeah, every Thursday until Halloween, we're going to be doing the Parisian Street until it is done. We got it done. And then on Halloween, 31st of October, which is a Thursday, I'm going to have a special Halloween stream with some people on playing games and stuff for everybody in the chat. It's going to be lots of fun. So yeah, look out for that. And yeah, if you're over on the Twitch side, remember to follow and like if you're on YouTube and subscribe if you're on YouTube as well. You just got the bard. Oh my god. More importantly is the question, where are you putting it? Oh, that'll be good. I hope one of you is like Christmasifying it. That would be funny. Like putting snow and elves on it or something. I'd love to see that. The online PAB does count points to. Oh, nice. That's so weird then that some stores don't do it. Like, it must be like the staff just getting it wrong, because I've definitely heard of that happening. That's good though. I am so excited. So everyone that is going to be on the panel for my Halloween stream has been told that the condition is that they have to go full on with a costume and dress up. Like, everything. So I'm going to be doing the same, obviously. So I'm super excited. Lady McBrick Nicole is going to be one of the people coming on the stream with all of her good vibes, of course. So I am super excited to see what you have. Let me guess, for Halloween you'll do the Nightmare Before Christmas set. I wish I was, but I have not bought that yet, sadly. I will be buying that probably when I'm back at work and I have a bit more money to spend. But that is definitely on my list, don't worry, buddy. Oh, Nicole's looking forward to it. I love that. Yeah, she looked beautiful in that sweatshirt. It's cute. I'm fine. I built a Lego boutique hotel. I will broadcast again on Saturday from 8. I will be very happy if you come at least to say hello. I will absolutely do my best. Is that 8 o'clock, like our time? Because you probably won't understand us there if you don't speak Czech. Yeah, I don't speak Czech, I'm afraid, sorry. But I still love to come along and show support and stuff like that. So yes, I will, just if you can confirm the time so I can translate it to our time, and then I'll put it in my calendar. Nicole's not giving anything away. Maybe you do the set for Halloween next year. Maybe I could, yeah, just like a belated build. Absolutely. Oh, Bobby, that's okay. That's okay. There's only like, it's just people that are like going to be on the stream, if that makes sense, like on camera, that need to dress up. But if you want to dress up when you're watching it, then, you know, people can if you want. You said you were from Ireland. I'm from Scotland, so Scotland is like Ireland, but better. We're both Celtic countries. If you don't know what that means, I don't really know how to describe it, but no, yeah, we're just better than Ireland. We're like joined to England, but we're our own country. We're like where you get haggis and castles. We have a lot of castles. And Highland cows. What else do we have? Iron brew. I meant to tell you guys, we also have tonics, tea cakes, and tonic snowballs. And because of Fletch last week talking about tonic snowballs, I went and bought them. So I such a, like, what's it called? A person that encourages you to buy stuff. Fletch did that to me, and now I went out and bought tonic snowballs. And kilts, of course, kilts, yeah, kilts and Kayleys. We are the land of kilts and Kayleys. We have the high ground, we do indeed. So basically, when the UK starts to sink because of global warming, Scotland will be the last to go. Because we're higher in every way. I'm going to trigger so many people in the chat right now because I know they're English. Oh, you're doing the llama set. Nice. Oh yeah, and we have whiskey as well. I actually cracked open some whiskey last week for the first time in ages. And it's so funny because whiskey is seen as like a more stereotypical like man's thing to drink. But Aaron cannot stand whiskey. Like, I gave him like the same... No, in fact, I gave him less than me because he was like, I'll try it again, but I still don't think I'll like it. And he literally spat it out and then rinsed his mouth with like strawberry cider. And I was just like, so funny. I don't think it helps though, because I like, again, even more to defeat the stereotype. So usually whiskey is like seen as a man's drink, but if women do drink it, usually they like the really smooth stuff. But no, again, I'm not one. I like the peaty stuff, which is really smoky, which is more like, it is more pungent and strong and kind of catches your throat a bit more. So I don't think that helps in easing Aaron into whiskey. Like, I remember for like a date night a couple of years back, we went into a pub sort of bar in Edinburgh, and they did like a whiskey sort of experience thing, and they had like different kinds that you could get, and then I picked like this was like the first time Aaron really tried whiskey, and so I picked it because I was like, oh, I want the peaty ones. And we also ordered just a couple of like just non-whiskey drinks. I think one of them was actually maybe like a cocktail or something. And they obviously assumed that the kind of nice fancy dancy cocktails were for me and the whiskey thing was for him. So they put the whiskey flight, that's what it's called, a flight, when you have like loads of like samples of something, of like a drink. And they put that in front of him and they gave me the cocktails. And then very obviously in front of them I went, and they were like, oh. And then he tried them and he was like, nope, can't do it. It's funny. So I think it's also in part because the first time I really had like proper single malt whiskey was like when I went camping with an old friend. And so I kind of associate whiskey with like going camping in Scotland, which is like an experience in itself. Like, because we're in Scotland, there's a kind of law called the right to roam or freedom to roam. And basically we're allowed to camp, wild camp, i.e. pitch a tent wherever we want, and it's legal. There are certain restrictions in the height of like the summer season in certain areas, because they're like maybe hot spots for tourists and stuff like that. But like legally in Scotland, you can, I think actually you're legally within your right to like just camp in someone's garden. Like, it's bizarre. Like, the law goes a little bit too far in some respects, but on the whole, like, yeah, it's good though. Because if you think about it, and you could argue in so many ways, it's kind of like a human right to be able just to explore your own country, if you like. That's why I do get a little bit cross sometimes when you read about like laws and stuff about like going abroad and stuff like this. I'm like, can we just dial it back a little bit and remember that we're humans and that we should all just have the right to travel the world? Like, this planet belongs to everyone. I'm sorry. I'm just one of these weird people that just thinks that way. Like, I don't think we should be so possessive about things because life's too short, and just CBA with people just being, you know, like that. I just don't really understand why there's any need for it. But I am an idealist through and through, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Just because things are a certain way doesn't mean that they should stay that way. We should always strive for better. Otherwise, how do we elicit positive change? That is how I think. And that is what I believe. I feel like you have to think that way to an extent, especially when you're a parent, because you have to hope for a better future for your kids. I remember meeting up with a mum one time when I was I just had Nova, and the topic of conversation came up about if like she would have another kid, and she was like adamant. She was like, absolutely not, because she like basically suffers from, I guess, again getting back to mental health. I can't remember what it's actually called, but it's basically when, and it's a real thing, when you're basically anxious about the current sort of crisis in the world, if you like. Like, you get anxious thinking about things going on in the wider world and how it's out of your control, which if you think about it too hard, I think anyone could get anxious about that, because it is kind of, it's very true. Like, literally we can't control everything that's going on around the world and all this kind of stuff. So for that reason, she was like, she realized how anxious she got thinking about these things just after having her one daughter, and for that reason she would just never have another one, because she's like, worrying about one is enough, I don't need to worry about another one. So I get where she was coming from, but at the same time, we can't really live in fear, can we? Otherwise we're not really living. And again, welcome to my TED Talk. I feel like I'm giving you all a TED Talk. Oh. It's the most unprofessional TED Talk there is. Let's just bring it back down. Didn't realise I was still philosophical. This is so nice. Making all the interiors look all pretty. And yeah, just touching back on this Lego group thing I'm trying to start. If anyone even has like any old Lego that they don't want anymore, that would even in itself be really helpful um, to help kind of bulk up the collection going forward. But yeah, I don't want to rattle on about it too much because it just feels a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to keep mentioning it, but it is for a genuine reason that I'm doing the club, and I think it's going to bring so much to this community and bring so many people together. And because I remember saying to this woman today, I was like, I have an amazing community out there. I, do YouTube, I stream and stuff, and I have lots of people that I now consider like lifelong friends. But it makes me sad sometimes because like I'm up here in Scotland, like everyone else is like down south or abroad, and I can't kind of meet up with people just to go to the Lego store or anything like this. Like it's just me. So it would be nice to kind of have more people in and around the area, and even introduce people to Lego that maybe wouldn't have considered it as a hobby before, and it might provide them with that kind of mental health outlet that they need. Yeah, and that will absolutely apply to people that would never have considered it, because although, as I said earlier, I'm not a girly girl, I'm definitely by no means like someone that would have considered playing with essentially a child's toy to kind of satisfy any kind of anxieties or depression that I felt post-birth. There is no way I would have thought Lego. So, yeah, if I felt that way, you can be sure others feel that way right now. If we can be that avenue to open up people's eyes to the possibilities of the brick, then we should. Yeah. Sorry, I will just catch up with the chat just now. Right, good. Time is an hour difference, so if I start at 8 o'clock in the evening, that means for you it's 7. Okay, so we're an hour behind. Okay, cool. So I'll write that. I'm gonna write that down now. Or I'll just take a quick picture of the chat so it's cool. And I'm guessing that's on YouTube, right? If you can confirm. Well, thank you. Whoever it is on my Twitch that's been giving people shout outs. I'm kind of like trying to keep an eye on things on my phone, but yeah. Multitasking, like the streaming platforms, is a little bit challenging. I'm still getting used to it. So, and I'll need people to help me raid at the end of the stream because I've never done that. So I'm gonna need your help. We want to do things right, don't we? Kilts. Did someone mention kilts? Oh my goodness, mad love for a kilt. Be a true Scotsman. But why is the rum all called? Scotch whiskey is top. Well, you know what? We made it, so it should be. Oh, everyone's checking on everyone in the chat. I love that. Pressure for Mad Love to wear a kilt. I love it. As Aaron is a true Scotsman, maybe he should be in a kilt. Well, I'm trying to actually think. I don't think Aaron owns a kilt. Because kilts are expensive, and then there's the whole thing of like getting your family tartan. Because all families have like their own tartan. And yeah, he doesn't. I'm positive there's not a kilt in the wardrobe. He said if, more so when, we ever get married, he will wear a kilt for the wedding. But yeah, I don't know if he would. It's normal like here to hire a kilt rather than buy one because they're expensive. So yeah, I don't know what his tartan would be. I have to look it up. I don't know if his family name is Scottish or not, of like Scottish origin. I have no idea. Will Aaron join us for the Halloween stream? Probably not. He might make an appearance like in the background and like be a bit of a troll, but I don't think he's going to join for the stream. He'll be on baby duty, so. old Lego we don't want. Have you gone completely mad? I know, Team B is like an absolute shot in the dark, I know, but I'm just putting out there. Because there actually is someone, there's Mark, who lives in Falkirk. He has reached out to me to offer me some Lego that he's not using. So I need to go and collect that from him soon. Well, those people do exist. But yeah. Or even just things like, you know, if people have like Duplo and their kids have outgrown it, you know, things like that. But, oh, look who's popped on in. It's Greg. Hey, London Bridge Bricks. How's things? How is everyone doing? He's asking. Just catching up on the chat. Did Maxie forget who she's streaming to? I'm sorry. Okay. Of course, Echo lives in Scotland. Yeah, I need to reach out to Echo. Can't remember whereabout they are though. I feel like I'm pretty central, so I'm pretty like I feel like I'm pretty easy to reach, if that makes sense. Yeah, there is Tartan Lug here, but they're like their membership resets, if you like, in March. So it's like right bang in the middle of renewal time, so I don't really want to buy the membership now to then have to pay the same amount in March. Because I don't foresee me going to anything between now and then. So I think from March, like next year, I'm going to really make the effort to kind of get more involved in the lug. Because like I'm in like the Discord and I'm in like the groups and stuff like this, so I just need to actually go to the meets and stuff. I just couldn't go to the meets before because I had like either I was pregnant or I had like the baby and stuff, or babies. So now that there'll be a bit more past that point of really, really, really needing me, I'll be able to go. So that is the plan. Greg, are you actually in a lug? You must be in a lug. There must be like, I don't know, 10 lugs in London, right? Because it's like London and you have to have like a ton of everything. Because you're so big. Well, I do have a tub full of Star battle sets that I don't really have an interest in. No idea why I bought them either, but here we go. I have been there, and we did sell them on Vinted. So I totally get you, Tyson. It's like, as soon as you see like Star Wars battle packs go on discount or something, it's just like an instinctive thing to do is to buy loads of them, right? Because you're like, I'm going to build an army or something. It's just like, I totally get it. Oh, John Haig is based in Scotland as well. Okay, anyone in the chat that's based in Scotland, pop into my DMs on Instagram and we will do a meet. Because this random person I met in Asda today, it was so lovely. She was even like, she added me on Facebook there and then. She was like, just like message me like on certain days and we can go for a coffee, and just like, it's as easy as that. It doesn't have to be complicated. It's like, let's just meet and talk about Lego. And I can show you guys I'm real in flesh. Oh, VR Gamer for Life is here from Twitch. Hello. I am relatively new to streaming on Twitch, yes. So thank you so much for popping in. If you're new over here, please follow me. I really appreciate it. I stream every Thursday at 8 PM British Summer Time. And yeah, I'm dual streaming at the moment, so I'm on YouTube as well. And I'm also on Instagram, all pretty much under the same handle, Bonnie Bricks. So yeah, thank you so much for popping in though. I love that like there's this new category on Twitch now that makes it so much easier for people to find us. Phyllis saying, I'm sorry I have to go, it's already 11 o'clock at night for me, so I'm going to sleep. I wish everybody a good night and sweet dreams, and Bonnie, get well soon. Yes, on YouTube. Cool, you're on YouTube, cool. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for the well wishes for the cold. Really appreciate it, and thank you again for your support. BKM is saying, wait, you have kilt rental shops? Yeah, that is a totally normal thing. Like, you have shops that are purely kilt rentals. Because kilts are expensive. If you think Lego's expensive, a kilt is very expensive. A kilt rental shop? How would you design the kilts? Would they be skirt pieces or would they be like cloth pieces? Because I know that there's like a CMF bagpiper that has like a cloth kilt. I have him somewhere in this room, but I don't know where he is. That would be a pretty good modular idea. Just send an email to Lego and let them know. All I can think of is Joanne as one does not go commando in another man's fatigues coat. That's so true. Well, I suppose that's the thing, is that obviously kilt rentals, and then most men find it like, you know, they have to do it properly, as in no underwear. So, but they obviously get like professionally cleaned and dry cleaned and stuff. But yeah, there's a pretty solid 100% chance that when you rent a kilt from a kilt rental place, you know, a man has worn it without anything on underneath. Like 100%, there's a chance that that's happened. Oh, 2 AFOLs are here. Hello, welcome on in. I love that you guys have popped in. Thank you so much. How are you both doing? I'm still trying to recover from a bit of a cold throat infection thingy, so in case you're wondering why I sound like this. Everybody is saying hey, hey. Okay, Greg has confirmed, yeah, I'm in London, AFOLs. There aren't as many lugs as you think, but London is, after all, the capital. There are more Scottish peeps than you think. Reach out to the lug, they'll connect you. Yeah, I do. Like, I know a lot of people by name that are in the lug. I just need to reach out, as you say. There's a few Facebook groups and stuff. And I've been to a few events and spoken to some people. Yes, I will. It'll be my New Year's resolution. There you go. Quote me on it. I noticed the usual suspects on YouTube chat. Didn't realise you were on there. Yeah, it's the thing. It's just like, well, it's good to kind of keep it consistent and always stream, because people that haven't discovered certain people, I guess, this is the way to do it. So yeah. Oh, everybody's saying hey about meeting up in Denmark. It's awesome. I am so jealous. That looked like you had an amazing time at Billund. Oh my gosh. I absolutely loved seeing like your like personalized stuff and everything. I don't even need to ask if you had a good time, because you could totally tell. It looks amazing. So yeah, I'm so happy for you guys, and I'm assuming you're home safe now. Oh, everybody was meeting and having fun days in London. Awesome. Oh, and Martin is using the emotions. Woohoo! Hot dog, hot dog, hot dog. Dan is an expert wig snatcher? What on earth? That is so randomly out of context, I'm sure. Like, huh? Right, we need to put more of these down. Greg, if you're still hovering, I'm sure you're going to fill everyone in tomorrow on your stream, but what did you buy from Bricklink on Tuesday? So I think I missed your stream last Friday because I was very ill. That was when this kind of decided to, you know, really hit. And so I was just like in bed. But I'm gauging from the short that you did about the stream that you really liked the fortress. So I'm curious to know if you know, went click, click, boom. That Art of Chocolate set though, I'm so excited for that one. Okay, so that's a lot of spare pieces. It has been 2 hours and 10 minutes, and I've done one bag. But you know what? We've had some great conversations, so... And here was me saying, oh, we'll just keep it to 2 hours tonight because I'm not well, but... I knew this would happen as soon as I start. I'm like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go to bed. Like, I could use another lens, but I don't think you're supposed to have another one for like a while after you've had one. Because I think I forgot that one time and then I felt a little bit woozy and I was like, whoa. Because it does keep saying like paracetamol and stuff. So. But I am tempted to that one. Yeah, I think there's 2 bags, 4 bags, 6. So that must be them both there. Again, apologies for coughing in you guys' ears. What is this about being a wig snatcher? You're gonna have to explain this to the chat. Totally random inside joke that I am not getting. I'm just opening tags, so if people are wondering where these comments are coming from and they're watching on one platform, I'll just read them out. Greg, London Bridge Bricks is sitting over on YouTube. I've been laying low this week. I had flu. About the Bricklink Center program series 3, I changed my mind about 10 times. I even surprised myself what I got and what I didn't. Okay. I almost think it's worse when you like go back and forward changing your mind about things. I did as well, though, to be fair, but because then you're like, oh, did I make the right choice? I'm guessing you're not going to give anything away, though, like of what you actually did get. I'm going to take a guess. So, what would Greg buy? I think you bought... I'm so competitive, like I really want to get this right. I think you probably bought the camping adventure. I think you maybe surprised yourself that you didn't buy the fortress. And maybe you bought the fisherman's hut, maybe? I don't know, you're gonna have to tell us. This is annoying. I don't like not knowing. 2Gate A-Falls, did you guys buy anything? I feel like you would have bought the Art of Chocolate one. I feel like that's like your kind of thing. You would buy that. Because me and Madlib bought that one. And I think Trevor got it as well. Trevor's videos bought it as well. His first ever Bricklink set. Never bought one before, and he also bought it. Because that will make... I think it's... I'm not taking credit, but I think I kept saying to... I was like, that would make an amazing stop motion. So I might have encouraged him a little bit. I don't know. Trevor's a full-grown man. I'm sure he can make his own decisions. And I won't take blame. Okay, yeah, Bobby's asking London Bridge Bricks what he did buy. Madlib is saying no mannequin was safe in billing. Dan was snatching their dignity right off their plastic domes, serving fierce AFL realness. What? You were attacking mannequins. What was that about? See, I don't know why, but as it gets later in the night, this is when the cough really hits. Okay, Greg saying, yep, got the camper, ... what can I say, ... I like camp things, hashtag TG. Okay, so I was right on that, but I'm not convinced that you didn't get something else as well. And that one sold out. No, it didn't sell at first. The fortress sold out first, but then that sold out soon after. But then the cheapest set always does, doesn't it? And that was the cheapest one at like £45. However much that translates in other currencies, I'm not sure. 2K Falls are saying, love the chalky one, but we didn't buy any sets from this wave. Oh, okay. Interesting. So you're saying you didn't buy from this wave, so that makes it sound like you have either bought from previous waves or you're saving for an upcoming one. Here's a question that's probably easier to ask. Who isn't buying the Transylvania one when that comes? I think everyone's going to be... I think that's going to be like the fastest selling Bricklink set in history or something. Like everyone is going to want that. I haven't heard a single person that's basically said like, nah. Although they might when the price gets revealed, I suppose. Because I think that's going to be... That's by far going to be the most expensive one of that wave. And they know that people are wanting it, so they're going to make it super expensive. For sure. I'm going to guess at like £350 at least. Because it is a big build. So. 2K AFLs are saying Denmark was expensive. Bubby's saying, yes, me and my mum actually ordered The Art of Chocolate and the Fortress. Oh, amazing, Bubby. Oh, that's exciting. Metusa saying, it sure was, Dan. To get evolved, saving my pennies and insiders for the near future, winky face. That suggests that you know something's about to come out. Because obviously you guys are in LAN, so you have your LAN connections. Or of course you were just in Billings, so did that whole trip involve getting some intel from LEGO? That obviously you can't disclose, but you get to find out some juicy news before the rest of us. So yeah, you're in a good position to know when you have to save your money. Whereas the rest of us get hit with these involuntary bills, shall we say. Because we're inevitably going to want to buy stuff. John Hick is saying, I bought the Harbour Master's office, the Chocolate House, and the Forest Stronghold. Awesome! Nice! Forest Stronghold looks so big. Huge. Oops. Humongous. Like, it was expensive, but I do think people are gonna, like, think it was well worth it. Like, all the reviews from the people that got it early seem to suggest, like, it's a good one to get, despite the cost. Oh, of course, these people are being a bit biased because they don't have to pay for it, but gotta take their word for it. You know what my issue is, right? I need to actually not watch LAN reviews because now I was adamant I wasn't going to buy this year's Christmas set because I didn't actually think it looked very good. But then I went and watched Tiago's review. And it's bloody well convinced me that I want it now. I'm like, damn you, Tiago! It costed me money! I've not bought it, but now I want it. And I was much more happy and content with myself when I didn't want it. But he made it look so much fun. Yeah. And I think it goes without saying, anyone that watches Trevor's videos, stop motions, he always makes you want the sets that he does the stop motions for. And we know that he's working on his Christmas one with that set this year. So guaranteed when he airs that, probably in December, I would imagine, it's going to be, yeah, on people's wish list. La da da da. I'll be saying, I feel you, I really cough a lot at night. Yeah, it is like a true fact that you do tend to cough and stuff more at night. Like, everything's worse at night. Like, we were told the same thing, like, with the baby's teething. Like, the pain's worse at night. And I'm like, why? I don't understand why that is. Tyson saying, well, the next modular should be officially released relatively soon, so there's that. Yeah, that's true. Have people seen the images released of the X-Men mansion? It's so funny because we have like a chat and it was shared on there, and I was out at the time, to be fair. So sorry, I was trying to get a fly. It's really annoying me. It's been like in my face most of the stream. It's just right. Anyway, and I was exactly like Monarch, and I was like, I didn't reply straight away because I was actually like undecided. I looked at the picture, I didn't look at it properly because I was out, and I was like, I can't decide on this right now. I'm not sure how I feel. And Monarch said the exact same thing in the chat. It's like, gotta be sure how I feel before I say my opinion. Like, it does look very much like the museum modular. Like, it kind of looks like they've just basically designed it much the same, just different colours, and added some Marvel things, basically. So, yeah, I'm undecided how I feel about it, actually. 4 of these. I am literally on the edge of this seat. I feel like I'm going to slip off in a bit. Oh! Two Gay Falls are saying, yes, fan made ideas was 3 days of getting to see some of the sets that are coming out in the near and not so near future. So you guys know stuff. You guys know stuff. Well, all I will say is that I am great at keeping secrets. Just saying. You know there's only one thing that I care about. It might actually be that you have bad news for me. You might come to me and be like, just so you know, there's like Feckle coming out in the Disney lineup. Right, answer me this though. If I had been you guys, I would have been pulling them up and being like, why are you bringing out another Moana boat when we've just had one and it looks the friggin' same? You've put a different sail on it, that's about it. Like, honestly, there's not a lot of work that needs to go into triggering me with Lego Disney theme, honestly, because it's, yeah. I just, honestly. Why? I know that Moana 2 is coming out, but we do not need the same boat when we've just had it. It is literally like the Madrigal house all over again. You just bring it out and then the next year they bring out another one. Like, why? Just feels a little bit lazy, if I'm being honest. Anyway. Tyson saying, Tiago shakes fist. Tiago. Two Gables are saying, Tiago is a cool guy. Yes, I'm sure he is. I am by no means saying that he's not. Just complaining that he's going to cost me money because he's doing his job too well. Oh. Bobby's saying, question, did anyone see the X-Men Mansion set? Yeah, sorry, that's the one I was just saying about. I don't think it's been officially released, announced, has it? I think it was it just leaked images? Don't actually know. Okay, so this has to be this small brick, and this has to be this one. RJM is saying, yep, tiny danger room. And then 3 small bricks. 3 of these ones. Lady McBrick is saying, I'm going to turn in for the night. I'm getting sleepy. So sorry to bail on you. I hope you feel all better before long. Good night. Thank you very much for a fantastic stream. Thank you so much, Nicole. And you're not bailing, don't worry. Honestly, don't feel like that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming in and chatting away. And yeah, I will catch up with you very soon, I'm sure. I don't think I'm going to make our little meeting on Saturday, unfortunately, but yeah, I will catch up with you very soon, I'm sure. Everybody's saying good night to Nicole. Love Nicole. She's like all positive vibes. Oh my goodness. Oh, right. There was no chance in hell when I said I was only going to stream 2 hours that was actually going to happen. I should have at least brought my soothers or strepsils. That would have been a good idea. Where's this go? I think this goes further up. Here we go. Bobby's saying, hope you feel better soon, Bonnie Briggs. Thank you. So do I. I am so done with being ill. It sucks. I was given major FOMO last weekend because I just felt terrible, and so Aaron took the kids out for the day so I could like sleep, and he took them to the zoo. And I was like, you couldn't have just taken them to the park. It's like bittersweet because you're like, oh, I'm glad you had a good time, but I wanted to go. Because actually I don't think we'd taken Nova to the zoo since like, for like quite a while, so it was like the first time since she was kind of like more aware of things and could like proper appreciate stuff. But I don't know if it was kind of like, I don't know. I think I gave him a little bit of FOMO earlier that week because I took her and Leia to there's like a owl centre, a Scottish owl centre. And I took them there because Nova quite likes owls. So we went there and they do like fly shows, like displays and stuff with the owls. And like talk about their conservation and stuff like this. And I was like, oh, this is going to go one way or another. Like, a 2-year-old and a 7-month-old. Like, Nova's either going to freak out or she's going to love it. So I did ask them before I took them in. I asked, like, the staff, I was like, okay, so she's either going to really love this or maybe not. Is it going to be okay for us to step out if we need to? And they were like, yeah, absolutely. It's fine. Because they're quite quiet. They don't make a lot of money, so I think they were just happy that I was kind of trying to, you know, educate them about owls. And actually, it ended up being the other way around. Like, eventually Leia got a bit fussy just because she's like a baby and she obviously needed like a bottle or something. But Nova was, she was actually quite good, and she was really funny though, because they do say at the start of the display to try and keep kind of quiet, just to not spook the birds. All the while, this guy's like speaking on this big loud microphone, so obviously it can't be that spooky for them. But Nova was getting like loud for all the cutest, funniest reasons. So like we ended up sitting near the door, and there was like a pedestal platform where like the owls could land on, right in front of us. And there was a point where the guy was talking away about this owl, and then he summoned it, and it landed right in front of us. And Nova just shouted really loud. She went, "Wow!" And I was like, "Yeah!" And the guy was just like, he thought it was really funny. He was like, "Yeah!" And you could see other people looking around. There was only about 4 other like sets of people there, and like 3 of the other sets of people were smiling and thought it was really cute and funny. And then there was always that one couple or something that were just like, eh. It was really funny. And what else did she say? Oh, she was like, sorry, I've popped for it. Come on, oh, there it is. And eventually Leia got a bit fussy and she just wanted out the pram, so I sat her next to us, and I was just going to sit her next to me, but Nova was being her big sistery self, and she was like, no, Leia, sit next to me. So I sat her next to her, and she was like, had her arm wrapped around her, which was really cute. And Leia, even though she's only 7 months, she was very like switched on. Like when the birds were flying, she was watching them as well. But despite that, Nova's at that age where she still tells you the most blatant, obvious stuff. So you can be looking at something and she'll go, "Mommy, look!" And I'm like, I'm looking. She'll go, look. And I'm like, I'm looking. So she was doing that to Leia, which was really funny, like really loud. So she would be like, "Leia, look!" And I'm like, shh. So she was very well behaved, but a bit loud. So I was like, I better leave before the next bird comes in, as he switched them around. And it was good though. It was so fun, and it was like, it's one of those kind of days where I was like, that's a nice memory that I'll remember forever. And it was just lovely that she actually enjoyed it. So, and it was really funny. So yeah, owls. Who would have thought? I suppose they are super cute. I've actually still got a headless owl here. Obviously, I mean Lego. The 3-in-1 set with the fox. Because I kept all the pieces from that 3-in-1 set, but I cannot find the pieces I need to finish the head. Which is really annoying. So it's just sitting unfinished. No worries, Madly saying I'm going to also turn in for the night. Enjoy the rest of the streaming, sending love, and everybody is saying goodnight to Madly. Thank you so much, Martin, for coming in. I really appreciate it. I think I'm probably going to head off once I finish this bag because my throat is starting to hurt. So, yeah. No worries at all. What have I done? I've done something weird. Oh, I think that goes... Yeah, that goes here. I think this is supposed to be steps. This is so nice because you're actually like building up the details as you're building it up. So it's not like building the shell, if you like, and then filling it in. So you're kind of actually getting to enjoy it as you go, which is nice. Owls. Everyone's in love with owls except mice and shrews and Simon Cowles. Did you just make that up, Tyson, or is that just like some random rhyme that I've never heard of? As people are just dropping off, I just want to remind everyone to please like the stream if you're over on YouTube, and subscribe and follow over on the Purple Tide, because it helps people find us, which seems to be working because I feel like every week we're getting some new people in the chat, which is amazing. And it actually means the world that there are people that actually want to come and listen to me talk absolute garbage every week. So, on like some level, I judge you all. But it's nice at the same time. I am super excited for the Halloween stream though. So it's going to comprise of a few people that frequently join us in the chat. As I said, we will all be in full costume, and we will all be doing games as well, and games for like the chat to take part in. So that is going to be so much fun. So for those out there that don't still go trick-or-treating, or guising as we call it here in Scotland, or aren't on trick-or-treating duty and taking their kids out, at least you're not missing out on the fun. I'm at that funny age now where it's kind of like, because when I was at uni, we would like have Halloween parties, like in our flat or whatever, and like invite people around and drink. But when you get to my age now, you're kind of like past that point. So you just stay in and do nerdy things like Lego instead. Yeah. Or you try to. Obviously, I'm not doing this very well. Click in. Click. I'll make those ASMR sounds for you guys. How do people add the sounds? Because there's no way it actually like. Like you can't hear that. So like, do people add the sound effects to these videos that they do? Okay, you can hear that one. But 1x1 plates do not make the sound. 2x1s do. Okay, 1x1s maybe do sometimes. The stream that gives you everything. I actually think just ASMR sounds a bit dirty. I don't know why. Just doesn't sound right. What does it stand for again? Did someone actually clarify that in the chat from earlier? Super... recording. What does it sound? What does it stand for? Bubby's saying, I'm a huge fan of your streams. Thank you, Bubby. I love that. I really appreciate it. Oh gosh. I still find that interesting because I'm obviously not very good at building Lego. Or to be fair, attaching these bits is a little bit awkward because you're kind of putting them over a stud in the middle of the 2x1. So even though it's not a illegal, what do you call it? Not an illegal move. It's still kind of, I think it's borderline. This is so cute. So this is the interior of the cafe, which I'm still convinced I've been to in real life. If you watch last week's stream, you'll understand what I mean by that. Because I kind of describe where this cafe is in real life. letting you all hear the nice noises. Them nice Lego sounds. Jared saying, I gotta go too. Have a good night, guys. Enjoy the rest of your stream, Maxine, and get well soon. Thank you so much, Jared, for joining, and thank you for the well wishes. I really appreciate it. Until next time, and have a really good weekend when it comes. Tyson saying it's from Webbles stuff. Webbles? Webby stuff? I don't know who that is. I'm obviously very uneducated. Putting some more stools out for the cafe. Or tables. I don't know if they're stools or tables. Twiggy Ethels is saying when in that. Do you mean when is that? Are you talking about the Halloween stream? In which case it's on Halloween. So like the 31st of October. Which is a Thursday. So it kind of lands on our usual streaming time anyway. If that's what you were meaning. Bubby's saying, I'm actually working on 2 sets, the D&D set and the Fortnite Llama. Oh, you're doing dual building. I've always thought, like, oh, how can people do that? But then I've actually done it without realising before. But that is because that is purely a streaming thing. So it's like, I'll be building something that's like not for building on stream. And then I'll have builds that literally sit until I stream. So like, I've not touched the Parisian street since last Thursday. I just continue it whilst I'm streaming. So I totally get that. But otherwise, I wouldn't dual build. There's something satisfying about just getting something finished and then starting something else. But each to their own. Okay, Tyson has confirmed that ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. What does meridian mean? Meridian. Oops. Why do they have to make things like sound so fancy dancy? Thank you for confirming. One Brick Stud Chris is saying, I'm going to head to bed for sure. I am so tired. Long day. Thank you for a great stream. Night all. Thank you so much, Chris, and good night. Speak to you very soon, I'm sure. BKM is saying, is Bedfordshire pronounced Bedshire? Might as well be. Depends on what accent you have. I think like Irish people basically talk like that, no? They just kind of go brr about everything. Brr. Oh, this is going to be a fountain, is it not? I feel like this is going to be a fountain. This is really cute. It's just like white disc pieces with some translucent blue. I love that. So simple but effective. I can't actually see my camera, so I don't know if you can see that very well. It's so good. So that goes in the corner. And Matus is saying, good night, Chris and Jared. Gary's saying, I am building the Pac-Man video game. Oh, the Pac-Man one. Oh, I totally forgot about that set. I loved seeing that in the store when they had it built. It's so good. Again, that's one of those sets that's kind of like, if I had unlimited space and money, I would totally buy it. Yeah, that is a very unique set for sure. How far into it are you? Have you got far with it? I want to know people's thoughts. I don't think I've spoken to anyone that's actually bought and built that set, to be fair. That fly has to die. It's so annoying. This is why I get really annoyed when there's like loads of spiders in my house, because I am terrified of spiders. And this house gets the biggest flipping equivalent of tarantulas ever. So I'm like, it's already bad enough that you're here because I'm terrified of you, but you don't even do what you're supposed to do. There's flies. Right. The sticker sheet's going back there because it'll help keep the stickers nice and flat. If anyone's wondering what I should do. So yeah, I think I'm going to call it there for the night, guys, because we're actually, yeah, it's 20 minutes to the hour anyway, so we're not actually too far off. Let's put some bed. Knowing me, I will put all the here. This one then. Break my neck. Because that is find the clumsy thing that I would do. Oh yeah, look at this, what I got from Asda as well. Look. It's an impulse buy. It's the Gira. How cute is this? Reduced from £11 to £5.50. Basically, they were having a half-price toy sale. I did sneak this in here before Aaron saw it because I know he was just like, why did you buy that? Because I've actually literally just put all my pops away. Because I've made this like basically purely Lego now. The shelves here. So I have updated things, as you can see here. I've now got Animal Crossing at the bottom. Because my Animal Crossing sets were in storage up until recently. And I was like, well, that can't do. I need to put my Animal Crossing out. And then this is all changed now as well. So the plan for this weekend just passed was to do a vlog update, but obviously I got ill, so I couldn't actually physically speak. So yeah, the display has been changed up. So all the pops are gone. So what do? I go buy another one because I loved Bagheera. Bagheera was like my favourite character in Jungle Book. And I just thought this was too cute. And there's like a baby Mowgli in there, I suppose. Yeah. I don't know where this is gonna go, I just really wanted to. Oh, and something else I need you guys' help with. So this is official Lego, right? And this was in a box with other Lego. And I was like, when I was fixing the haunted house and getting the Animal Crossing out, but I can't for the life of me remember where this is from. Like, what set is it from? So if anyone recognises this little part of the build, please tell me where it goes, because I have no idea what set it goes with. Like, it's definitely official Lego, because I've built obviously non-Lego before. But yeah, does anyone have any ideas where this goes? I've not got a Scooby. So yeah. Anyway, what is everyone else saying? We'll be saying, unfortunately I don't have the Pac-Man set, but I'm planning on getting that for Black Friday. Oh, nice! Hopefully you get a good sale on it. Gary's confirming is on bag 2. Hugh's saying, spiders are more scared of you, Maxine. I know, I do know it's true, but like, I try not to be scared of them. I do, but like, I don't kill them, and I don't tell Aaron to kill them, but I do get him to get them out the house. Like, I can. I'm one of those people that, like, if there's like, for example, if there was one in our bedroom and then I told him to get it and he lost it and it went like under the bed or something, I'm a hell sleeping in the bed that night. I'm on the couch. I just can't. I don't know why. Oh, thanks, BKM. No worries. Good TED Talk. It did feel like a TED Talk, didn't it? I'm so sorry. It's not what people signed up for on a Thursday evening. Oh, that makes sense! Maybe this is where the parts are that I can't find. You know what? I think it bloody well is. What an idiot. Because I recognise these parts now, because these are like claws. What an idiot. Okay, hopefully by next week I won't have a headless owl anymore. Right, Read Comics, you're a freaking legend for clarifying that for me, because that was honestly annoying me so much. I couldn't remember where it was from. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh, thank you. Oh. But yeah, good night, BKM. Everyone's saying goodbye. And thanks, Bubby, yeah. When I was younger, there was a really big spider in the corner of my wall in my bedroom. No. Either get rid of it or burn the room down. Okay, so to wrap up the stream, I will show everyone how far we got. This looks so good. We've got so many interior details done of the next buildings to get done. I don't know what's the better camera here, probably. So basically, from last stream, we'd got most of this done, and then we put the front signs on for the bakers, and now we've got these interior details done. So this looks like the florist and the corner cafe as well. It looks so cute. I actually love it. It's going to make it probably hard actually to take it apart and mock it. I might actually sit as the Parisian street for a little while. It's so friggin' cute. It's spider. But yeah, we'll continue it next Thursday, same time, 8 p.m. British summertime. Whatever that translates as for you, I'm not too sure. He was asking, what's the sticker sheet like for the set? It's just like loads of little signs for the different shops. So there was one for the stickers themselves are lovely. Like, I think they're exactly just kind of what they need to be. They're not really anything complicated, but they add that extra bit of detail. That fly, honestly. Yeah, no, I think they're really good. There's not too many as well, which is obviously a good thing. Yeah, no, I think they're good. But obviously mine came crinkled, so in that respect, they're not so good. Gary's heading out, no problem at all. And yes, that's as far as we got. But can I just ask everyone to please remember to like the stream before they go? I will just check how we got on with the poll, because I don't think I actually checked it all stream. So I asked, do you talk about your mental health to others? We had 37 votes. Let me just get to the conclusive results in. So 37% was the winning percentage of yes, I'm very open about it. So that's good. The majority of people that voted actually do talk about it. And then it was 29% said sometimes, 18% said not as much as I should, and 13% said no, I don't feel comfortable. So I'd like to hope that, maybe even if just one person following the stream that initially voted no maybe feels maybe a bit more open to talking about their mental health to someone. I just wanted to make it a kind of part of this stream was to talk about mental health, because it is World Mental Health Day, and it does affect everyone basically at some point in their lives. I hope me being open and honest about the kind of state of my mental health maybe encourages others to feel more open about talking about it and normalizing it as a topic of discussion. And others in the chat as well. I just want to say a big thank you. I won't go back through and name any names, but thank you to other people that opened up as well about their mental health. Again, it's all just about trying to normalize it as a topic of discussion and seeing it more as, people will talk about their physical health, but their mental health is just kind of still seen as a taboo, and we need to kind of get out of that mindset, I think, which I think we're on our way to doing, which is good. So, and this community is fantastic. We all know that. So if there's ever maybe somewhere to kind of feel out, potentially talking about it, I think this is maybe the community to do it. And I guess another way of thinking about it is, this is on, like, a lot of us only know each other online, so there's maybe not that anxiety of talking to people face to face, if that maybe helps some people, kind of get out of their comfort zone initially. So that's what I'd like to think maybe some people have taken from this stream. Otherwise, I hope that people have found it useful to maybe talk about it and listen to other people's experiences, and of course do a little bit of building with the Parisian street, and listen to my horrendously choked up voice. I hopefully will be feeling 100% better for next week, fingers crossed. But yeah, again, thank you for all of the support from everybody. Everyone that opened up about their mental health, everybody that just engaged in the chat, everybody that's liked the stream, subscribed to the channel, followed on Twitch as well. Everyone that is a member, I really appreciate you. I don't forget about you guys. I really, really appreciate you guys, because you're helping fund all the stuff in the background to make these streams possible. So thank you so much. Just putting that down there below if anyone's interested in joining as a member or upgrading as well for the different perks. And another reminder as well, if anyone wants to donate to the startup that I'm doing, the Lego for All Club, there is an Amazon wish list link in the description over on my YouTube channel, with kind of the cheaper sets that you can buy on Amazon that will help get that off the ground. But yeah, otherwise, thank you again all so much. I will wrap up the stream now. We're basically on time, so that's good. And I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend when it comes around. And stay well, stay happy as possible, and I will see you all same time next week. Bye for now, guys. Bye.
But we are Wednesday.